Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty indeed. What's going on, everybody? It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews on YouTube. This is the real Ian K, the short-haired version Ian K. Shout out to my doppelganger that was actually taking care of the channel this last year. I appreciate all of the love and support that you've given him, but now daddy's home and it's time to get this thing started over here. So I am glad to be here with you guys. Great to be back officially in business. It feels good to be back to normal. Great to see you guys. Yes, Buzz, he's noticing the haircut. There we go. I am back to normal. You're going to see I've been pretty much 4 videos in with the new haircut already. So the first one will be out tomorrow as a little quickie for you guys. But yes, great to be back. Great to have short hair again. That old Ian, that was 2.0, I guess version Peep This Out 2.0. I think we're up to 3.0 now because it's the beginning of a new era of things here you're going to see very, very soon. So good times. Thank you so much for being on here right now. You guys can see me okay. You can hear me okay. I appreciate that. Let's see who we've got here in the chat. Shout outs to Buzz7332. I appreciate the super chat donation. You guys are amazing with that. And Buzz, I appreciate you jumping off there. Should you guys wish to contribute to the channel, it's always appreciated. Take a look down below in the description box or in the first pinned comment as well on the replay. If you're catching this on the replay, you'll find a multitude of ways to actually support the channel. And I got to tell you guys, I am extremely grateful for it there. Super chatting, of course, in the chat. You'll see at the bottom a little $ you can click on. But thank you so much for getting it started there, Bus. I appreciate you. We got a whole host of peeps here in the house right now, guys. It is going down. We got about 29, 30 people already. And it should be a lot of fun here. A lot of my usual suspects, all my awesome peeps. Great to see you guys. I mean, it's been a year. I've been gone for about a year. So it is great to be back here. Ben Nguyen, DCM Entertainment in the house. You already know what it is. Best Bus7332, one of my day ones, and an amazing individual. I appreciate you. Randy Molina, in effect. We got Drew's Food Reviews putting it down as always. One of my amazing mods as well. We have Erna 785. Back, and nothing excites me more than 80s music, truly the best. I agree. 80s is definitely the era because I'm pretty much an 80s kid, even though I was born in 73. I grew up in the 80s. That was my era for all that stuff. Tony A says we're early tonight, always 5 minutes as kind of like the prep to get you ready for it up until 8 p.m. But we're going to hang out for a little bit to give people some time to get in here as well. Let's see, we've got Carl Broussard in the house here as well. Great to see you as well, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Shelly George. It says here, happy peeps, happy Friday. I appreciate that. It has been a busy week, as you guys can probably tell, guys. A lot of gargantuan content all in a row from last Sunday, I think, all the way until Thursday has popped out there. So a lot of really fun stuff there. I had a lot of fun putting that content together. Hand-breaded chicken goodness, as you guys know, from Carl's mainstays there. There's a lot of really, really great stuff. I'm pretty much over chicken sandwiches at this point, just so you guys know. Annette Cervantes, thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Tony A says guest notifications are on point today. Looking forward to an exciting stream. I appreciate you being here. We're going to have some fun as always, Tony. We got Freddie Foodie King. Oh, yeah, my brothers. Freddie, you are off the chart, my friend. Off the chart, but in a good way. In a good way. Great to have you over here, Freddie, as always. Thanks so much for jumping on. Let's see. We've got ScoutRush.com. Excited, absolutely ready. I appreciate that. DCM Entertainment in the house as well. We mentioned Lord Darkside. Great to have you on here as well. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you being here. Man, it is a full packed house of peeps in the house here right now. It is great to see you all. Hopefully we'll see E. Ricard here in just a little bit as well. Dante Reed, going to Las Vegas for my birthday. Shout outs to Dante Reed. That's awesome. Things are kind of beginning to open up. Still stay safe, but still, you know, naturally you can do what you need to do. Get out there a little bit. I appreciate all the comments from my haircut as well. It felt really strange to have this chopped off earlier in the week. It really was a lot of, I had a lot of hair. I couldn't believe how much came off there. It was pretty crazy. Ben Nguyen, I finally make a lava sauce from Taco Bell by taking the nacho cheese sauce and a 3-pack of fire sauce. And wow, that sounds pretty tasty. That sounds pretty good. Instead of waiting for the real volcano sauce to come back, if you guys haven't seen my reviews of the volcano menu stuff, volcano quesarito, I think it was, in the Taco Bell playlist, that's actually like a poor man's way to make it without having to really kind of wait for the official thing. So I like that. I like that idea. Annette Cervantes says, looking fresh. I appreciate that. I feel very airy, very light. My mom says I look like I'm 6 years old, but that's okay. It's all good. But shout outs to Mama Peeps, who's watching here right now as well. Great to have you on here, Mama Peeps. She looks forward to these streams as well. Freddie says, I got the Joey haircut. Nice. Well, I guess it's kind of comes up a little bit there. I got a little bit of gel in it at the same time. But I'm doing okay for my age. I can't say I'm doing too bad there, but I'm really glad how it came out, actually. I didn't cut a cat, Drew, but I wouldn't let you near me if you had a pair of scissors, just so you know. But, you know, shout out, mad love to you, man. Mad love to you. You already know. Drewski in the house over here. Let's see. And at Cervantes, I appreciate that. Hit the like button. I appreciate that. If you guys haven't hit that down below, please do that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you've got lots of content every single week to look forward to. Brand new stuff there as well. We have super chatting popping up into effect here from Erna 785. That's jumping over here. Steve Winwood back in the high life again. Yes, we are slowly but surely getting back into it. That's a very appropriate song for right now from Steve Winwood, Erna. That's awesome right there. You already know what it is. That's great. That really is the perfect send-off for right now. Sharky's Mexican Grill, Kyle Broussard, they actually closed in Pasadena, unfortunately. There was one on, I want to say it was Cordova. I think it's on Cordova. It was like off of Lake Avenue here in Pasadena, but they closed. But I've had them in the past, actually. Absolutely. Let's see here. Randy Molina says, go Celtics. Awesome, awesome. DCM, at first you had a Joker-like haircut. Yes? Well, considering the Joker has gone through a lot of incarnations of himself over the years. They've had one where it's kind of spiked up, one where it's shaved off. You know, really kind of crazy stuff over the years. But I guess that's, you know, that can fit for any version of him, right? From back in the day. So let's see here. You guys are all chatting away in there. Guys, let me tell you, it's been a very, very long week right now. It's been very, very long in terms of just content. I've been a machine just putting out stuff there. There's some stuff coming out this week that you're going to see. A little quickie for tomorrow. There's a big gun project coming out. It should be hopefully by like late next week. As well. There is just a lot going on, so I can't tell you. I wish I can just say spit it all out right now, but there's been a lot of really fun behind the scenes conversations, a lot of, you know, big name things, and I'm just so excited about all this crazy stuff that's been going on. But it's been keeping me literally busy. So as you guys have probably noticed, I'm trying to like heart all of the comments on a lot of my recent videos just because I want to acknowledge that I see all these comments there. So be on the lookout for the hearts. Okay, just so you know, and I'll try and kind of throw in some comments here and there as we go. But just so you know, I can't, you know, tell you right now. It's just an amazing feeling to be able to be putting out content a little bit more than regularly. It's just a lot of stuff. I mean, this past week alone, let me just put this down the line here. Aside from the Carl's Jr. goodness, which was interesting and really, really good stuff there. And there's been a lot of really fun reviews that I've been watching the last couple of days here in between doing a few things here. Trav Tries, we have RDR food reviews. Justin from Fast Food Pit Stops jumped in there as well. It's great to see him after like about a year or so. That's actually a very fun video to see what he did there with that. But the hand-breaded chicken and waffle sandwich was in there, and naturally that's actually just a variation of an all-day thing that I actually thought it was a breakfast sandwich thing, but it's available all day. And of course the regular hand-breaded chicken sandwich that they have for the menu as well. But as you guys know, we literally get ridiculously ripped off in terms of the cost for these things here on the West Coast. So I'm not going to spoil too much of it. If you haven't seen those reviews just yet, you'll find them here on the channel. And guys, let's not forget about Papa John's popping off with that Parmesan crusted papadilla. That was filmed last weekend, and I put that out. I think it was Tuesday that came out, Monday or Tuesday. But really, really good stuff on that. That ridiculously good outside crusted papadilla with Parmesan goodness. You already know. In there as well. Of course, McDonald's frosted Coke, frozen Coke. I mean, that was a little throwaway. I was driving through to get something else and I saw that. I'm like, let me just film this. That literally was like a 4-minute filming with a couple of little clips, and I threw that together quickly on a rainy day. And apparently you guys seem to be loving the frozen strawberry lemonade review from Popeyes. That thing is like over 9,000 plus views. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's been a really, really crazy video with that one there. So lots of fun stuff for you guys to take a look at here on the channel, and of course coming up this week, and then the big gun stuff that you'll see a little bit later on as well. Dom's World, what it do? If you go to Target, right next to the electronics section where they have all the collectible figures and movies, there's action figure series called Toon Terrors. Yes, I've seen them. They have the bodies of the Masters of the Universe Classics type figures. I pretty much go to that section after I hit the main section at Target looking for Masters of the Universe stuff, which I've actually been able to find a few things on Amazon regularly priced, so I've been kind of doing that But I'm still looking for that 2-pack of Keldor and Cronus at Target. That 2-pack there, I can't find it, and it's driving me mad. I keep going literally almost every day. It's kind of ridiculous, but I need that badly for the collection there. You can't really see it up on top. Well, actually over here on the very top, but I have my stuff that's starting to kind of form there. I've taken down all the older figures and kind of moving things and migrating there. So it should be a lot of fun in there as well too, as it begins to kind of build out. Let's see, Tony Shell, I see you got the new He-Man minis out. Yes, they do. They have a whole, and Constructs too, I think. I'm really more of the classic style. I mean, all the other newer stuff is cool. But I like all the classic redos, the retro, that they have. Michael Domer, what's going on? Great to see you on here. Thanks so much for being here, as always. And the Trips doing it up. Hopefully May is celebration. It's birthday month. So if you guys have birthdays going on here naturally, you already know it should be like a month-long thing for you right there. So if Kelly's still celebrating, that's what she needs to be doing right now. Shout outs to Erna as well. Super chat donation number 2 again in there, jumping in. I appreciate that. Huey Lewis in the News, Stuck With You. That one I don't remember. Oh yeah, I think it's Stuck With You. I think I do remember that song actually. In terms of me singing it though, I know it's like a happy-go-lucky song, if I can say that correctly. Very happy-go-lucky song. We got Trav Tries in the house. Where's Trav here? I see people acknowledging good old Trav. Trav jumping off with those hand-breaded chicken sandwich reviews from Hardee's out your way. There we go. There we go. I see you right there. He's saying hello to the Trips, and we got a hello to Randy as well. Love the dynamic cinematography on your styling lately there, Trav. Just so you know, I'm a big fan of pushing that forward, and that really, really cool. I mean, it's not just stagnant in one thing. It moves around and all that stuff. Really cool with that there. Appreciated it taking a look at what you had to think about the hand-breaded chicken goodness from Hardee's naturally. I just wish our pricing was better here on the West Coast as well. It is what it is. Let's see here. Lord Darkside to Dante Reed. Birthday is October 8th. So you're one of the Halloweenies, so to speak, going down that road. The Trips. Kelly celebrated by getting her vaccine shot today. Nice. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. That is really, really great. And so glad to be just literally a couple of weeks past the second one. But it's going to be an amazing feeling for you once you're completely over with it. So that is awesome right there. Cool World 22, Arby's mozzarella sticks. Did those way back in the day. Way back in the day. Kyle, I have not been able to see it this past Sunday as well. I do apologize. I keep forgetting because of what's going on. It's very hard for me. You know what? I'm going to have to write this down here real fast. Hold on one second here. Hold on real quick because I have a paper. Let me just put this down. KDOC, I remember. And Cheaters Cam, that's in there. I'll see if I can try and find that if it's online as well, because I really want to make sure I do check that out. But like I said, I'm very much, I try and catch things on the fly if I can, but I'm usually like a backup on demand if I can find it that way. My schedule is just craziness always. I apologize for you there, Kyle. But I do want to check out the newer version of the format that I love doing at night, which is Cheaters Cam here on the channel. And incidentally, if you guys are curious about if I've reviewed anything that you're going to ask me to try, take a look, do a search on YouTube first before you ask it. Chances are you're going to find it. I've got over 7+ years of content here on my channel, 1,000+ reviews, multitude in each category for each place. Chances are you're going to find it there. Let's see, ScoutRush.com. I like the B-sided lighting, or is it the bi-sided lighting? B-sided lighting. Well, I love having the split over here. This was actually a holiday thing that was actually, I want to say for Christmas time, it was like a red and green thing, but I had blue before that fully, and I thought, you know what, let me just kind of split it down the line right over here, and it turns out it works out nicely. I love the way this looks with the blue and and the green naturally here, and actually when you're seeing with the whole purple supernova as well too. I'm digging that as well too. I just love the whole format. I want to give you guys something visually engaging to kind of keep you engaged instead of just a static image in there as well. I find that type of stuff kind of boring sometimes, so I like to keep the animation moving for you guys. Let's see here. Drew says, yes, Ernest saw Huey Lewis in concert in 1986. Very nice. Next Sunday's episode. Okay, so it's always at 2 a.m. for Cheaters Cam, and as it should be, because it's a nighttime thing. So that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Tony, the Naked Chicken Chalupa is back at Taco Bell. Yes, I've actually done it a couple of times. The first time was the very first time it was test marketing, believe it or not. Go all the way back into my playlist for Taco Bell here on the channel. You're going to find the Naked Crispy Chicken Taco, I believe is what it was. And I drove to Shadow Hills. It was a really cool name. A little out of the way gas station that had like a Taco Bell built into it. And that's where they were serving it. It was literally 150 miles, believe it or not, to go eat a taco. And I was crazy. I mean, I was doing everything I could to try and, you know, keep pushing it forward. Naturally, when you're creating your channel and you're trying to get content, you want to have really things that people are going to be interested to check out. You do the pilgrimage, you make the trips, you really put it in there, and it's fun to do. So that was definitely an experience to go check out there. So take a look at that, and then you'll see the new version of it. That came out not that long after, and I think I did another, the mild or wild version of it as well. There's been so many variations of it in there as well too, but a lot of fun checking out the Naked Chicken Chalupa for sure. Let's see here, my chat is jumping up. Candace Cherry says Candy Girl. Ian K, the Denny's melt was good. Yes, that was a blast of a review to put together, Randy. I gotta tell you. Actually, no, Larry over here. Randy is asking me about Nutter Butter cookies yet in the future. That is coming very, very soon. Mark my words, very, very soon. I know I've said that a million times to you, Randy, but that is definitely coming very, very soon. But for Larry, yes, the Denny's melt was good. Was it the one that I did, actually? Did you get like the actual melt, like, you know, the pot roast style? Because that one was pretty banging right over there. I'll try and swing on back to do another one of those. I think I've gotten a few things about the Nashville chicken version of that as well, too, there. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Soiner, General Mills is coming out with a combo of all the Monster cereals called Monster Mash, and the packaging is stellar. They have to pick on IG. Wow, I'm gonna have to check that out because I know my sister is all about the Monster cereals when we were kids. All of those there that they do every year. It makes sense that they would put them all together and call it Monster Mash. Why haven't they done that up until now? But hey, I can't wait to see that. That is cool. I'm gonna have to take a look at that for sure. All right, jumping in, Cool World. Best wishes from Las Vegas. Sushi tour from here. Nice. Very cool. I went to an all-you-can-eat sushi spot with the wifey yesterday, and we literally put down like 20 plates. It was insane. We actually ordered incorrectly. We thought we had to do 5 at a clip for each of us. It was 5 per person for the first round, so 10. And then it was 5 plates after that. And then literally that's what it was. So we had so much to try and finish. That's all that I had yesterday. I didn't have anything else. Jay Nepper, I like your haircut. Now you just need the suit, tie, and the badge, FBI. That's it. Men in Black in effect, too, there, because I'm all about the UFO situation. So, yes, absolutely, Jay Nepper, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Trav is saying over here, appreciate that, Ian. Feels good to evolve, and it's surprising what you think is great to do at a time when you look back on your videos months later and you've already been over, and you're already over that format. I agree. I agree. I pretty much have, for me personally, and you know this, I've stuck to pretty much the same type of format for a long time, but I've migrated little bits of it as I've gone there. So you guys may have noticed my intro has been disappearing at the same time. I've been watching a little bit of analytics. I've been seeing what actually makes sense, what works. So naturally for me, I like kind of like my own little, I made the transition where you see me kind of zoom in and out quickly. I took a clip of that and I made that transition. If you guys like the transitional format, give me a thumbs up here in the chat. Let me know I'm doing the right thing, because according to my analytics, it seems to be a huge improvement with a lot of things there. Nothing against having an intro, but I think it's so expected now that I think at the same time, I think people kind of like a little bit more of a refreshing kind of a look at it and just want to get right into it and do what I need to do there. So hopefully you guys are digging it there. Hopefully I'll see some thumbs up to let me know I'm doing the right thing. But very cool. Trav says, always thinking of new ways to do things. That's what you got to do, brother. You already know. You're doing really great with the podcasting stuff, the interview stuff, the live streaming stuff as well. That StreamYard goodie is definitely evolving as well too there, which is really, really good. Chris is saying, what do you think of all the UFO stuff coming out lately? I got to tell you, it is really pretty interesting, but be very careful about who you may be, quote unquote, believing with a lot of things that are going on right now. There's a lot of things like Stephen Greer, who has a pretty awesome special on Amazon called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. I just watched that last night. And I got to say, I was pretty blown away by what you can possibly try and do on your own to try and make some contact with things. It's kind of crazy. I'm really kind of curious about it. But there's a lot of really interesting things. I think some of the things that are being filmed are our own things personally. And there's some things that we're not privy to kind of understand. There's going to be some interesting things coming out in the very near future. But I'm blown away by it because I love the topic. I love the format for what they talk about there. Wow, my chat is jumping up here again. Hang on one second. Let me try and catch up. Hang on one second. There we go. I'm losing. Okay, here we go. Drew, going to try some Pepsi Blue or chips tonight. Well, we're going to be doing something in just a few minutes. I've got one review tonight, and chances are if you're catching this on the replay, you already know what it is, because it is just all that I kind of was curious, and I'm very curious about this because it's been a minute, to be honest there. So we're going to be starting in just a few minutes on that, in case you guys are keeping score of what the time is, because I haven't started it just yet. Let's see. Scott is saying, what is my favorite maki to order? I'm thinking sushi at the same time. There's something called the dragon roll. Now that's kind of like a misnomer. Every sushi place has something called dragon, rainbow roll. It's something that has a little bit of everything in it there, and I pretty much like the all that at one time personally. So any of those like deluxe rolls, they have all kinds of stuff. The Long Island roll, the Philly cheesesteak roll, all these really crazy things in there as well too there. Super chat donation again, Erna 785. You guys, you're beginning to rack it up down below. Who's going to catch up to Erna right now? Because so far she is jumping in there. It is craziness in effect. Let's see here, going down. Mr. Jimmy, what it do? I'm catching up here in the chat. I know what you're seeing on the screen here. I'm trying to catch up with what's here to kind of acknowledge what's happening there. But thanks so much. Yes, haircut is looking good. I appreciate you. Thank you. Michael Dome or General Mills is coming out with 4 different oatmeals. They're off the chart right now. General Mills is just off the chart with what's coming out. There's too much apparently. I'm just interested in the Monster Mash cereal. Monster Mash cereal right now. Oh, Cool World 22 is jumping in with the super chat donation as well. It's coming after Erna right there. Vegas buffet is opening up. You should tour here. You know what? I've actually done a few when I've been to Vegas, and I got to tell you, what was the main one here? The Rio. There was one that was, I think it was the Rio that had actually like a mile. It was a mile buffet going around the top, which was pretty good. There is just a lot. Caesar's Palace. I mean, really delicious stuff. Delicious stuff there. Caesar's Palace was probably my favorite, to be honest there. I got to be honest. Anything that has like a huge vat of shrimp, any of that, you know, naturally and all that fun stuff, absolutely. You already know. Jackie Hero Food Reviews, thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate seeing you here as well. We got Ed Keaton in the house as well, too. You guys are all beginning to file in here right now. Erna, Dionne Warwick, and friends. That's what friends are for. You already know. You already know. Mr. Jimmy, going to Donut Man later this evening to grab some stuff for the family. Want to join? I can't tonight, but that is definitely most likely this coming week, Jimmy. I got to tell you, I really am. I haven't been over to Donut Man in a while tonight, but I have a lot to do tonight, actually, so I can't break away. But I know that 24/7, but you're not going to be there super late anyway to do that. I don't think anyway. We can talk offline, but we'll definitely get that going there for sure. And kind of break the ceremonial tiger tail, because it's been a minute for sure too. Let's see here. We got Ed Keaton in effect as well. Brandon, been loving the content recently. Thank you. I appreciate you. It was kind of packed together this past week there. A lot of stuff has been in production for a little bit there, but naturally, hopefully you're digging it as well. Papadilla, I got to tell you, I've gotten a lot of people telling me that's one of my best Papadilla reviews that I've done yet for Papa John's. And honestly, that's one of my favorite ones as well, strictly because of the crunch. On that was such a blast to film, just to put that together. They really do it up pretty nicely at my local Papa John's, and that was just a lot of fun to check out. Really good stuff. Let's see here. The Trips is all going in there as well. Larry Nguyen, Ian K, have you tried the s'mores Oreo cookie yet? You know, originally I did. Back when that first came out, and believe me, when I was getting into green screening and doing some fun effects and stuff a little bit more, trying to kind of like, you know, break my kind of like my teething process here on YouTube and using certain graphics and effects at the time. That video I filmed in the back of my mom's house when she actually had that house, and I did a little campfire situation with that. So take a look at that one. Just do a search for s'mores Oreo, peep this out. It's the only one that'll come up that you'll see. And that was a lot of fun to put together there. I'm actually toasting and pretending to roast marshmallows. I think I had some graphics on there. I had some fun putting that video together, for sure. Let's see. Trav Tries. Yes, a lot came out this week all at once. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot that came out at one time there. A lot of that stuff I actually filmed last weekend. And then I kind of, when the other stuff was like the Papadilla stuff was coming on there, that was kind of a little bit of a bird told me about that. So I went to go film that, and I kind of split that in between. So there's a lot of craziness to kind of put that stuff together, because I'm just trying to catch up with a few things, because it's about to explode with all kinds of fun stuff here soon. So a lot of fun things to look forward to. Annette Cervantes, have you been to Terrible's Roadhouse gas station on the way to Vegas? World's largest gas station. I've definitely been to, on the way there to Alien, the Jerky Alien place. Alien Jerky, actually, which is really a lot of fun. I got to tell you. But that one I haven't been to specifically. There's a Euro place, a Greek, the Mad Greek, I think it's called, Annette, is in one place. That may still be there. It may not with everything going on right now. I don't know. But we'll have to see. Let's see here. Ben Nguyen, do you know that Fring was exiting in Jack in the Box, although it was discontinued, but you can still order it? What is that? What is that you're asking me? The Fring? The Fring was exiting in Jack. What is that? Ben, if you can type exactly what that is. You got me all curious here. Let's see. Larry, what is your favorite childhood cereal? Frosted Flakes. For me, it's Frosted Flakes. I've always loved Frosted Flakes. Really, really good. Ed Keaton is all, what's cracking Ian? What's cracking with you, my friend? Hopefully everything is good. Shout outs to you there. Homie hugs to all of you guys here in the chat. Ed Keaton, of course, included. You already know what it is. Erna says, do you know Peter Cetera and Amy Grant? Next Time I Fall in Love. That's a classic song right there. Wasn't that from the Karate Kid Part 2? I think that was Karate Kid Part 2 when he went to Okinawa. Ed Keaton, Monster Mash cereal. Yes, they're all blending them together. I just found out about that tonight on the stream. See? Oh, Fring, fries and onion rings. Okay, I got you, Tony. I got you. Fries and onion rings, Frings. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that should just be kind of something you should be able to get, even if it's not on the menu. You can blend that and order it and do that. They've done something like that with the mini munchies and things like that too in the past. Dante, have you had, let's see here, Sugar Factory? Because all of the TikTokers went there to celebrate. Have not been the Sugar. Can't say that I have. And let's see here. Ben Nguyen. It's a bag of onion rings and fries together. That sounds like a lovely situation. That really does sound like a lovely situation. So, you guys ready for the review for tonight? Because it is actually something that I think is going to be recognizable to one of you guys, or most of you guys, chances are, since we were just kind of talking about something right now. If you're ready for this here, give me a fire emoji here in the chat. And I'll explain why in just a second. Glory of Love is from Karate Kid 2 from Erna. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Very nice. All right, so waiting for that emoji to make sure we are caught up. Erna jumps in there with it. There it is. Yes, I've heard of Buc-ee's, the world's largest gas station in Texas. I know that, I want to say there's been a few actually mukbangers and some other people that have actually done that. I think KBD Productions has done that as well with that here for the Buc-ee's. So we got fire all over the place, ready for action here right now. That is awesome. You guys are in effect ready for action for it here. And I got to tell you, I was a little on the fence with this one here because, you know, naturally, and the reason why I'm actually asking for a fire emoji is for a very particular reason. And it'll make sense in just a second, because I don't usually redo a lot of the things that I do unless there's something that it's something about it maybe that kind of harkens back to, you know what, maybe I want to experience this again. For people that maybe haven't seen some of the older content way back in the beginning because it's so obscure, even though it's not exactly an obscure thing, that would be something to check out. So because I'm asking for a fire emoji is going to make sense completely for you right now. And some of you are probably going to hate me because you all think that it is all something spicy, which is hilarious. And yes, Jackie, the chat is on fire tonight. You already know what it is right now. Speaking of on fire, you guys have the Nashville hot chicken sandwich variant of the ham-breaded goodness at BK up in Canada right now. I'm very envious of that. So craziness. Doritos 3D spicy. You guys all think it's spicy right now. It's funny. Now, when I'm asking for fire emoji, it could be something heated because technically it is, as in campfire heated. Because just as we were just talking about the s'mores Oreo, that was the main thing that I actually wanted to ask you guys to actually put that fire emoji in there for, because we are going to be roasting some marshmallow goodness right now. So this is something that I wanted to kind of redo because from what I remember, I enjoyed these, but I just wanted to kind of get that flavor. I wanted to give it a shot. But guys, limited edition s'mores Oreo in effect here right now. Trav Tries, I think, busted out with his review as well on this one here. And for me, the reason why this one is kind of special is because this was one of the last reviews that I actually reviewed in my mom's house before she moved away from that. So when I saw this on the shelf and I was like, you know what, I had an idea of something else tonight, but at the same time, I wanted to actually kind of, you know, come back and do this one again as well, just for kind of like, you know, to remember and reminisce just a little bit there. My stepdad, when he was alive, actually remember him watching me film this outside. I was so rough trying to film myself on camera, doing a s'mores Oreo cookie review. So it kind of took me back. I got a little bit more emotional when I thought about it, when I saw this, and when I saw it was coming back, that's when it kind of hit me. So I was in my store and I figured, you know what, let's give this a shot again. Give this a go. I don't know what I rated this the last time or the first time around, but how bad could this really be, guys? I mean, it's graham flavored cookie naturally here with marshmallow and chocolate flavored cream. So it's a really an awesome pairing for what it is over here right now. So we'll have to see what happens with this here. Well, what is jumping up over here? Jay Nepper, I gained 11 pounds eating what you review. Hopefully not all at once. Hopefully not all at once. But Jay, thank you so much for the super chat donation in there as well. But I'm telling you, I know with COVID and everything going on right now, you got to manage your macros. You got to be careful. You got to just get some exercise. You got to walk. But I know some of the videos I've been putting out have been ridiculously delicious. I've been telling you guys, don't watch them hungry. Please don't watch them hungry. You already know. Let's see, Jackie Hero, I smell a trick. Yes, it was. It was kind of a boo-boo thing to do. I apologize for that. Everyone is singing campfire songs right now. I'm thinking maybe something Friday the 13th with a ch-ch-ch. We're all out here roasting marshmallows, and Jason's gonna come along and hack us all away. So, guys, s'mores flavored Oreo, limited edition. I think I'm gonna dedicate this review to Trav Tries right now because he was the first one that I saw that jumped out with the redo of this one over here, which his thumbnails have been fire lately. I gotta tell you right now, Trav, really digging the pop. I mean, I'm all about that pop and the visual engagement. I'm digging those, man, digging them. So this one is for you, Trav. We got s'mores Oreo in effect here. So let's crack this open. Just so you guys know, $3.99 for this. This wasn't a promo. Usually they're $2.99. And in terms of the amount on here, we got 12 servings, 2 cookies. There's 24 cookies in here. So I think there's actually 6 less than I remember doing it the first time. So I don't know. It's just kind of a ridiculous situation already. $4, less cookies. It's kind of like paying like, you know, like $5.99 for a freaking chicken and waffle sandwich from hand-breaded chicken and waffle sandwich from Carl's Jr.'s here on the West Coast. I don't know. You guys who are getting them for like $3.99, $4.99, God bless you, because it is killing my wallet. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is crack that so you guys can take a look. And it is the nondescript. Let me see if we can try and focus that. I know my lighting is contrasty just a little bit here right now. We'll have to see. Ben Nguyen is going to Walmart tomorrow to buy it. I have to go to Walmart too. I'm still looking for the flock version of Panther. That's apparently Walmart exclusive. I can't find it anywhere over here still. They want like $90 for this thing online. I'm like, no, it's not going to work. All right, let me pull these up. They smell like, I don't know about graham, but they smell pretty nice. Let me see for you guys. So there you go. We got the Oreo action. This is the Trav Try special right over here. Let me put this over here so I don't get any crumbs on my keys. Let's see here. Ed Keaton. So you will definitely know the late 80s when Starship, Madonna, Tiffany, Belinda Carlisle, Ernie785 is popping off with the 80s goodness. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Let's see. Freddie says, are these new? I don't remember reviewing them. This is like, I think the second or third time I think this is back. Trav, drop a comment here if you know it. I think it's the third time the s'mores has come back. I think it's the third. I believe it's the third. You know what? I may have even actually done this on live stream. I don't even know. It's been so long. Mr. Jimmy, Walmart exclusive. Yes, the flock version of Panther is only found at Walmart for $39.99, but it's $90 if people scalping it on there, which is crazy. All right, so we got chocolate and marshmallow cream. So we've got the chocolate goodies, and that focus is really staying rock solid this time. Very nice. Of course, we're going to try this cream by itself, and then we're going to jump into the cookies. Let's try it. Oreo cream, chocolate goodness, light marshmallow in the back, but it works. This is just what I remember. I like chocolate cream cookies. I mean, it's one of my favorites, so I had a feeling I was going to dig this, and I think I did the first time around. But really good stuff on this here. And I guess it's a good thing because to Jay Nepper's point, who's gained 11 pounds watching my stuff, which by the way, man, again, thank you so much for all your support. At least there's 24 cookies in this one, so it's less cookies if you decide to knock this pack off. Hopefully not all at one time. Instead of 30, 24. It's still kind of crazy high in calories, but it's good. Let's give it a shot. It's the limited edition S'mores Oreo. S'mores Oreo for Trav Tries. Here we go. Yep. Absolutely. It's good. This is a great summertime cookie. They should really keep it out every year. And I think they're probably going to, because, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's the third time that this has been around. Trav had these dipped in chocolate milk. So good. Wow, that sounds amazing. You know, we're going to be getting into some milk too. I've got some milk here, so we're going to be giving it a shot. Def Leppard, pour some cookies on me. Well, this is technically pour some sugar, because this is ridiculously sugary in effect. But guys, a lovely situation on this. You know it's good when I do not dip the same cookie into the milk and call it a day. We're doing another one. Wow. That is really good. The sugary sweetness, not really getting graham. Well, maybe a little bit more vanilla. I mean, the golden wafer, the cookie, I should say, from Oreo, it's all right. You know, it's nothing crazy, but the cream is what makes it. The cream is definitely what makes it. Ryan in the house from Trav. Worst reviews. First time catching a live stream of yours. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. Hope you're liking what you're seeing. Great to see you guys on here right now. Maureen Descatado is in here as well. Very nice. It is all about that. Adam Young has got Battle Cat. I've got that one as well too. Really, really good stuff. Let's see here. DCM Entertainment. Have I had the hot tamale flavored Peeps yet? You know what? I believe we did that. Yeah, the cinnamon ones, the hot tamales there. Take a look at my my YouTube here on YouTube with the live stream playlist. You'll find that in there. I think we did that. I was shortly after Easter. I think it was the week after, because I wasn't on the week before that. That's when I planned on doing it, for sure. But good stuff. PB, stay frosty indeed. You do the same. You already know what it is. All right, let's do one more of these, because I definitely want to go for a little badunk-a-dunk in here. All right, so we are gonna dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Lovely situation there. Here we go. Oreos come alive with milk. They're engineered that way. You already know what it is. Angel Smith. Burger King just came out with a new chicken sandwich. However, I thought they already came out with a new chicken sandwich. It's basically the rebranded version of the Chiking. That's exactly what it is. So I've already reviewed that. Everybody else has already reviewed it. It is the exact same thing. It's just officially the name coming out there. So they've had a staggered launch of those chicken sandwiches, and now they're simply rebranding it the Chiking to really kind of stand out. It's a little weird, but I like it. So, guys, let's hit this one more time. Britney Spears reference right over there, but a lovely situation on this, guys. This really is a very fun summertime cookie. And I love the fact that it's really more of kind of like, you know, the Oreo cream with the chocolate cream, but the flavor of it together. I'm not really getting heavy graham, but it's just very nicely put together. It looks good color-wise, so it really does fit the part. Let's finish it up. Man, I'm liking that. I got 22 left, Jay. 22 left. And the wifey's going to probably have some of that too. That's really good. All right. Scale of 1 to 10 for the S'mores Oreo limited edition. I'm going to base it upon my experience right now, because it feels ultra fresh, ultra new to me. And I'm going to say this is a solid 9. The quality is nice on this, guys. It's a little sweet because you expect it to be its Oreo, but visually it delivers. I mean, actually what they're trying to emulate there, you can see it on the very bottom and for what it is. So the graham flavor is not really coming through super strong, but at the same time, the chocolate goodness is there. Light marshmallow on the very back, and then the sweetness that you're just getting in general here. So delicious stuff, guys. Delicious stuff. Easy recommendation. $3.99, a little bit of a stretch, but for what it is, delicious. Pretty good. So I'm glad we keep that out for sure again. Very, very good stuff on that. Faux show. Jay Nepper, if you eat all those cookies, you won't be able to fit into your badunka. Badunka. That's true. That is very true. Larry Nguyen says, save some for me. I'm coming over. Awesome. 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 Yeah, really, really good stuff. Mr. Jimmy has said 9. Yes, you already know. Let's see here. Larry Nguyen saying, is Master of the Universe same as Thundercats? No, completely different series there. Lion-O is the main guy from that. Just different in general. Completely different. Completely different. Erna, do you prefer crunchy or chewy cookies overall? I kind of like them right in between. You know, I kind of like a chewy chocolate chip cookie where the edges are kind of crispy, and then they're nice and chewy in there as well. Personally, for me. Annette says she loves putting peanut butter in Oreos. Shout out to the Parent Trap. Nice. That is nice. Absolutely. Peanut butter is good on just about anything, to be honest. Peanut butter I enjoy. There's a lactate version of a peanut butter mud pie type of flavor that they have, which is kind of like, you know, something for lactose intolerant. I just like the flavor. It's really, really good. Lord Darkside, read my last comment. Let me see if I can try and catch into you where you are here. We'll go back. I'm looking, Lord. I'm looking quickly, and I don't see it. Third time, says Trav Tries, just to confirm it, so I'm glad I'm going up on there. And I'm not seeing Lord. There we go. Lord, yes. Took the idea from Drew's Food Reviews, put one in the microwave. Oh, man. That sounds good. Any cookie in the microwave, I think, is a good idea, personally, because it does make it kind of warm and kind of chewy in general, I think. But nice quality. I am really impressed. I'm really impressed with these guys. One more time. Really, really good stuff. And I love the packaging as well, too. There, the packaging is really nice. Every year, I guess this is like the 3rd iteration. It's a little bit different. But if you notice, they're going for that whole campfire / 4th of July vibe with this one. So kind of cool. Guys, I can't believe literally we are coming up onto summertime again, and just July, and next thing you know, we're going to be leading into fall already, and then Halloween, and then the year is going to be done. It's just crazy how quickly everything is going by right now. It really is. Jay Nepper says, make that 12 pounds. That's hilarious. Oh. I've actually been very okay this last year, you know, with everything as well, kind of like, you know, with weight and all that as well, too, that way. It's always important because people always ask me, do you always finish the food that you review? And I always say I try and mine the things out of it, or take the protein out, or use it for certain things. It's all about balance. You guys know I never get combos. I never get fries. You know, it's just not necessary, because people want to see the main product. That's what my view is anyway. So for me, that's one of the reasons I don't do that, unless it's like a promo that comes with it, that type of thing. But it's important to just kind of watch and manage, and that way, you know, especially if you're doing this stuff a lot, you got to really, really manage it. It can be hard for some people, but you got to really manage it. Let's see, DCM, have I had Wing Street before? Yes, I have actually. Some of the Nashville hot wings from Pizza Hut, for sure. Drew says, don't eat beans and sit around the campfire. That would be an explosive situation for sure. Drew, I got to start prefacing your comments quick before I start reading them out. That is crazy. Craziness, craziness, craziness. Trav says, yeah, way better packaging than the last time. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm definitely digging it. Really, really nice quality for what it is. Erna, do you like Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes, or Sledgehammer Song? I like In Your Eyes, I believe. Sledgehammer's classic, but In Your Eyes is a great song. That is a great song. Let's chant microwave from Lord Darkside. Larry Nguyen, will you do live stream till 10 o'clock? Now, 9 o'clock tonight, believe me. I'm trying to plan something a little bit longer. But naturally, when I do, that'll usually be when we hit like certain milestones or doing something along those lines. But 9 o'clock tonight, because if I'm not going to see my boy Jimmy for a donut because I got to do some stuff, believe me, I would love to if I could. I really could. Epic Zombie Killer, thanks so much for the super chat donation. Are you a fan of the Resident Evil games? Yes, I have not gotten the new one yet. I haven't gotten Village yet, but I've been reading some of the reviews, and I got to tell you, delicious stuff. Delicious stuff, not delicious stuff in terms of taste, but delicious looking stuff. Visually, it looks amazing. I can't wait to check that out there. Trav, favorite Oreo? I think there was a maple pancake or pancake maple version that I liked. There was one that was completely off the chart, and I got to look back in the playlist because Trav, like you have a ton of content also. Man, it's hard. But I know that it's something with maple, I believe, to be honest there, Trav. But honestly, at its core, whatever the flavor is going to be at the very end is the Oreo hit that you get, you know, of course, there. So it's all going to be a good situation with that. But I think it was maple pancakes and butter. It was something maple, I remember. I reviewed it with, like, I want to say springtime, like a year ago, springtime is when I did that, when that was out there. There was like 2 or 3 that I came out at one time, and I was searching around to try and find them, I remember. Can't remember what it was. It's going to bug me now. I'll have to take a look at my playlist as well, too, there and see. Annette, would you ever consider making a 24-hour stream when you hit 50,000 or 100,000? Yes, I would consider doing like an all-nighter type of thing. I may have to do something where I do like an intermission, you know, here and there and that type of thing. So I have actually thought about something like that. Naturally, I think that would be kind of like, you know, maybe for like the 50,000 or 100, maybe the 100,000. A lot of people want me to do either Subway at 50,000 or 100,000 or vice versa. Maybe we can do Subway on a 24-hour live stream, because I do have a 24-hour Subway that's here. So imagine doing something where I had something set up on my phone. So we'll have to do that way. That may actually kill my phone over that time. I don't know. We'll have to see. Jane, for subscribing. You're probably not noticing this on the stream if you're not on here already, but thank you, thank you, thank you if you're catching us on the replay. Or if you are here, make yourself known in the chat. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. Do 24 beers in 24 hours challenge. Oh, yeah. A food review telethon. Jay, there's some great ideas on this, guys. When I go back and rewatch this stream, and I'm putting this together for you guys, which, by the way, this stream will be out on Sunday because I have a little quickie for you guys tomorrow. I'll have to go back and see what you guys are doing here, but we have to do something there. So Subway for 100K, Mr. Jimmy says, yeah, that makes a little bit more sense considering I haven't had Subway literally in all the years that my channel has been alive. So it makes sense to wait for the big one for that. Trav, I have a soft spot for birthday cake Oreos. A guilty pleasure for sure. So good. You know, I saw those underneath these today, Trav, when I got them. So believe me, I was actually going to do a fast food type of thing tonight because I wanted to go back and kind of try something. But I'm like, let me start off at the market. I had to do a couple of things. And then lo and behold, I saw this display. And I'm like, man, do I want to do that? You know, should I give this a shot? And then I started thinking about, like I said, reminiscing from before. And that became that. And honestly, I'm kind of over. At this point, I'm really done with chicken sandwiches. Unless something is absolutely, like, amazing. And like I said, I'll probably swing back and do that Denny's one. I have to take a look and see how long that promo is going for because I'm curious about that. But that was actually a fun review to put together from Denny's. That melt that they have, that Big Dipper melt, was pretty banging. Jackie Hero, can you see you turning? Let's see. Can you see turning into Apu thinking he's a bee when he worked too long at Kiwi Market? Yes. Maybe I should put on an outfit. I can get like, you know, little like the headband thing that has like the little things with the bees on the very top there or something there. But no, I could see that, Jackie. I could see that. David Brook has been watching since 2015. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a long road considering my channel began in 2013. And I'm telling you, I've been having a blast doing it. Maple cream. Michael Domayer says, but it's one of the Oreo flavors there. Good times indeed. Good times indeed. Epic Zombie Killer. Yes, I'm definitely a fan of The Walking Dead. I can't wait for the Rick movies at some point. I can't wait for the series to return for the final season, the 2-part season. It's going to be like a 24-episode situation. I'm excited for that. Erna says, the famous song by Aaron Neville, Linda Ronstadt, All My Life. I remember that song, yes, from 1989. I do remember. Let's see, Subway is all right from worst reviews, kind of overpriced for my taste. I couldn't tell you because I haven't been there. So I know it wasn't the best. It definitely wasn't the best when I was going. I think I was just so used to eating it for so long in my previous working life that I really just not a fan. Definitely not a fan. Trav tries, got to check out the Denny's video. Love me some Denny's. Yeah, I'm telling you, I just don't watch it hungry, Trav. Don't watch it hungry. And shout outs to a kid named Kenny96 for subscribing up over here right now. Great to have you for the channel as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. David Brook has been watching since the Halloween Whopper. Yes, the infamous Halloween Whopper. And at the time, I did another version of that, actually. I think it was a combination of the Big Mac and the Whopper. With Mr. Happy 0121, I think was the channel way back in the day. I'm not sure if he's still making videos at all. It was such a long time ago for that. But yes, the Halloween Whopper, absolutely. Infamous Halloween Whopper. Larry Nguyen, what is for dinner? I got to tell you, those s'mores Oreos kind of set me off right now. And I'm kind of feeling like a little In-N-Out action. So shout outs to Bus7332 for that first initial super chat donation, and for all of you guys who have been putting towards the channel. I appreciate you greatly. It always goes right back into the channel some way, shape, or form, unless it's specifically targeted to In-N-Out, which is what Bus was doing right there. So I appreciate that. Yes, Trav, definitely going to check out the new Cape Crusader miniseries. Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams, super excited about that as well. And also, I think that one of the guys from The Boys is the new Superman, for the voice of Superman, for another animated situation as well. There's some good stuff coming out very soon. Just waiting for that first trailer, or the next real trailer for the Batman once we get further along. I'm digging the whole Riddler look, the whole Zodiac killer vibe with that, considering what it is there. Erno, will you do any Burger King reviews soon? You know what? There's all of the chicken sandwiches that are out right there. The chicken sandwich, very interesting for sure. But there is a couple of other things down the road, not too far away from now. Not too far away from now. Let's see. Drew's food reviews. Want a good laugh? Check out Ian's cringe video from the early days. You know how we do. Actually, anything within the first year is cringe. Well, maybe the official cringe version. I'm not talking cringer from Masters of the Universe. Amar, welcome to the channel. Subscribed as well. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the Peep Crusade. It's a grassroots effort. You guys make the channel go around, and I can't thank you guys enough. Let's see here. The Cars, Wham, Hall & Oates. Man, Ed Keaton, you're reaching right over there for the good stuff. That's all good stuff right there. Especially Hall & Oates, for sure. Classic Hall & Oates stuff. Let's see here. David Brooks, been watching your vids when it was in the middle school was the best. Now I'm in college. Crazy, David. Thank you so much, man. You're making me feel super old now. Hopefully the content has improved for you since that time. But I appreciate you for being here and for letting me know. It really makes me feel good to know that whatever I'm putting out there is resonating with you guys as well. And yes, Mr. Jimmy, the infamous bomb saying that I used to say a lot before things got ridiculous on YouTube for that there. But yes, absolutely. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Did you ever dip your fries in a Wendy's Frosty? I have never done that because, but honestly, I have never had a Wendy's Frosty with a meal in that order like that, where the fries have been involved. I don't remember anyway if there has. If I have, it may be something reviewed. I can't say for sure, but I don't remember ever doing that. I know I've never dipped fries in a Frosty, period. I can only imagine though. A lot of people like that, right? If you guys like that, give me a ice cream cone right over here in the chat. If you guys dip your fries in ice cream, milkshakes, give me a frosted cone or give me just an ice cream cone. Let me see if you guys are really down with that. Jay, what is this? Discovery Channel, Fast Food Worldwide starring Ian K. There you go. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Ian K, what is your worst food review in 2020? Wow. Man, that's a good question. I think you stumped me on that one right now, Ben, because I don't think I can pull that out of my head just to kind of just know that right off the hand, if anything really stuck out. If anything, I want to say it was something on a stream we may have done. But I couldn't say anything immediately right off the top of my head that was absolutely horrid, where it was just the worst, like the absolute worst. I know there's been some real lackluster ratings for a lot of things, but nothing that really jumps out as being like the absolute worst thing. If you guys think you know what it is, if you remember any of my reviews from 2020, put it over here in the chat. Let me know which one you think it possibly is, and we'll see if maybe what Ben may be thinking on his side, possibly. So Jackie's done definitely some French fries in ice cream, milkshakes, Frosties, whatever, what have you. Very cool. Looks like we've got a bunch of you guys. Shelly George, Michael Domayer, Dom's World. It's all beginning to filter in right now. So, okay, for some reason it is backlogged on here, but it's not coming up. Okay, now it's catching up. This is weird. Tonight is weird in my chat, guys. It is weird on my chat. Freddie Foodie King has done it as well. He's dipped French fries. I have no doubt Freddie has dipped all kinds of stuff in milkshakes. I have no doubt. Freddie, you're a good guy. You're a good guy. Sour Patch cookies. Oh, yes. Yes. The Sour Patch Kids cookies. The Chips Ahoy garbage. That was. Yes, I think Drew. That is jumping out. That is jumping out. Erna can't find an ice cream emoji. That's hilarious. Yes, the Sour Patch cookies. Straight up garbage. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, ooh, it's so bad. Yeah, there was one thing on the live stream that you couldn't bear. Yes, I think that's what it was. Drew, I'm telling you, man, you are just literally clairvoyant in the way that you do what you do. But thank you for pointing that out. Let's see, Mr. Steven Universo. I'm Brazilian. Very cool, man. Thank you so much for being here. And hopefully if you're in Brazil while being Brazilian, that's awesome too. That's a double whammy right there. Scott Messerschmidt, thank you so much. We got the ice cream scoops coming in. That's hardcore right there. Okay, I'm willing to bet Scott has definitely done that. Yes, those were weird. The Sour Patch, yes, straight up garbage. Oh, you know what? No. Lady Gaga cookies. Was it the Lady Gaga cookies? Because I actually took those back. I think I mentioned that to you guys the following week. That was straight trash too. I think I said that in that review. That was garbage as well. Straight out. Yes. Trash can in effect, Trav. Trash can in effect. That's awesome. That is awesome right there. Oh, you guys are too much. Annette, did I hear that Manny Pacquiao will be boxing in August? Yes, I think he's going against is it what that Paul? Is it Jake Paul? I think it is. There's some type of thing, some scuffle I saw where it was kind of like they kind of like got into it in a hallway, I think. So I think he supposedly like disrespected him or something and things got ridiculous. I don't know. I think it's Jake Paul, I believe. Larry Nguyen did an Oreo cookie prank to your brother where you think I'm crazy. I take all the frosting from the cookies and fill it with toothpaste. That's awesome. That's an awesome prank. Freddie, yes, Lady Gaga. Yeah, it is straight trash. Trav has it right there with that little trash can. You already know what it is. You already know. Ben Nguyen, I think it's the Popeyes beignets. Those were pretty bad too. Yeah, I literally garbage. Straight mierda. I really was. It really was. Or basura, I think in Spanish for trash. Yeah, definitely garbage on that for sure. I don't know what it is, but you know, literally some of the luck that I've had, a lot of people think that things are like specially made. If I go in, I tell them I'm doing a review and to give me like the best looking thing. That is never the case in there. I think a lot of you guys know me by now with that, but I have a lot of good places that do what they do really well. But for sometimes, you know, once in a while, it's no bueno situation. And those were some of those times. Really, really ridiculousness. Yes, Annette, I caught myself after that first one right there, but thankfully, thankfully it wasn't what it actually is. Well, let's just move on. Annette Cervantes, now he's going to fight Jake Paul. Okay, yeah, I think it was Jake Paul. That's what that is. Jake Paul is fighting it's Mayweather. Okay, yeah, it was Mayweather. That's what it was. I'm getting it confused, but Pacquiao is doing which now? Hold on, let me go back to Annette's comment here really quick. Let's see. Did you hear that Manny is? You know, I thought that he retired from that. I thought he retired from boxing. I think, but I haven't heard that. No, Pacquiao is fighting Errol Spence Jr., young undefeated fighter. Crazy. Okay, cool. Wow, Freddie. Okay, very cool with that. We'll have to see what happens with that there. But yeah, it's Mayweather and Jake Paul and some ridiculous thing on Twitter I saw where they got into some like hardcore scuffle that was in there as well. So. Yeah, pretty crazy. Definitely pretty crazy with that. Sonic has cheesesteaks from David Brooks. You know what, my friend? Take a look at my Sonic playlist there for my most recent review. Enough said. I'm not going to say anything about that any further. Pretty much I'm probably going to be done with Sonic. I have a strong feeling, unless something is absolutely something interesting. But I've had some crazy experiences the last few times, guys. Oh, craziness. Let's see here. Ben Nguyen, when someone is talking to me from a different language and this is what I say, can you speak English? All right, then. There you go right there. Guys, it is already coming up on 9 o'clock. I got to tell you, this was a super, super fun stream tonight, even though it was only one review. And if you guys are catching this on the replay, you already know what it is. And you've watched it up to this point. For those of you catching it or jumping in right now, I appreciate you guys being here. You guys definitely have choices when it comes to content here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys always making my channel one of your stops here, especially Friday nights. Definitely a blast. Garlic butter trash also from Trav. Sonic, I'm telling you, they're great for their desserts. If I was really hardcore into desserts, Trav, I would be like so far into it. You've done some great, dessert reviews from them naturally. They've got some great stuff. But when it comes to their regular food, it's just garbage to me. Honestly, a lot of it, there's a few that are exceptions to the rule, and I've done some really good stuff there in the past, but it's so far and few in between. And the Sonic that I have is the only closest location to me. So unfortunately, it is what it is. So it's all that I can do. A lot of people say go to a different Sonic, you'll get a different experience. But the thing is, if you've only got one in the area and the next closest one is about a half hour away from you, no, I'm not going to make the drive over there. Welcome to Cinephile Davis. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I mean, I'm really loving the notifications for that in there as well too there, which hopefully if you guys haven't subscribed already by now, why haven't you? Hit that red subscribe button down below. Brand new content every single week, all that good stuff. Let's see here. Hit that like button from Annette Cervantes. Yes, next time Subway review on a live stream. No, probably not going to be happening with that there anytime soon there, Drew, but we'll have to see. In the future, like I said, for something really huge, the Centennial, we'll have to see about how that goes there for sure. Cinephile Davis, last time I got Sonic was their tachos. Yeah, the tachos were undercooked. You know what? Anything, honestly, literally, it was such a bad experience. Just the whole experience in general was not good. Even getting that, when I went to go get that to pick it up, I had to wait forever. I put the order in. There was an issue with, that couldn't, for some reason, they couldn't receive it. Even though I got the certification or the confirmation that I had it was paid for, my account was hit for the cost. I showed them, what it was, and then I had to wait too long. It's just, I knew it wasn't going to be great. But then when I got what I got, it was even that much further. It was ridiculous. Annette Cervantes, Sonic is basura. And this is where Trav needs to put the trash can right underneath that real quick. That's awesome. That is awesome. Ed Keaton, smash that like button. I appreciate you guys all down below doing that. Thank you so much for that. Soiner, Whataburger, sweet and spicy burger for lunch. You know what? The homie Poppy Eats actually just came out with a review of that. I have to take a look at that. The spicy burger at Whataburger. We don't have Whataburger here in Southern Cali, so I would love to try them. When I did the CraveCon event back like 5 years ago, it's been so long now. I remember on the way to the airport to and from, we passed so many Whataburgers. But we didn't stop. We just were going to and from. So didn't manage to check that out there. But craziness. Trav, I appreciate that. Thanks for the trash can over there. Guys, jump on over to Trav Tries. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Freddy Foodie King, do the same thing. Drew's Food Reviews, do the same thing. Worst Reviews, do the same thing. All of you guys who have channels right here, you guys are amazing. Pumping out the content and contributing to the community and doing it in the best way that you possibly can. The community loves you for it. Everyone's got a voice, everyone's got a style, everyone's got a way to do the things that they do, and I really love being a part of the group of all of you guys doing it as well, just putting my 2 cents in there. It's so much fun to do. Erna, do you like In-N-Out? I love In-N-Out. Erna, you should know this by now. Double animal style, no tomatoes. Probably coming my way here in about 15 minutes. Definitely good stuff before I jump back to what I need to do over here. Freddy says he's subbed to Trav. Good stuff in there. I'm telling you, you already know what it is. Podcasting, just fun stuff, live streaming, putting it out there, doing the do. It is definitely a blast of a situation. You already know. James Morrison, just wanted to slip in and say what's up. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate that. Let's see. Erna loves tomatoes. No tomato gang. Definitely not here. Not for me. Not for me. I appreciate you though, Erna, for sure. But if you love tomatoes, more power to you. More power to you. Lord Darkside to Annette Cervantes. I'm like, you're a grown man and you act like you're 14-year-old. What is going on there? Soiner sent the Monsters Mash pic to your Twitter account. I bet you'll dig it. Cool. Thank you, Soiner. I appreciate that. Which if you guys ever reach out on social media, you guys have all the links down below in the description box, as well as the first pinned comment as well. Definitely good times. Jay Nepper says he likes when I go into overtime, means a lot. I appreciate you. Believe me, I'm always never trying to get off exactly at 9 o'clock because I have so much fun doing these things. I just can't believe that time has kind of slipped already here. And that's strictly with one review as well. Very little downtime in terms of talking throughout the hour. So that's one of the reasons why by the time I'm done and I'm go back to doing what I'm doing, my throat is just like, I'm beginning to feel how sore it is after a while. Mr. Jimmy, do you love salsa? You know what? Certain salsas I do, but if it's very chunky, I like paste picante, you know, or like some of the canned or the jarred salsa is not bad. But for some reason, when it's freshly chopped and made with that tomato vibe like that, Jimmy, I can't get into it there. But El Pollo Loco, I love their green sauce, the green, you know, it's kind of like a cilantro salsa, believe it or not. Even though I don't like cilantro, I can handle that. But straight salsa where it's like chopped tomato, like really fresh tomato, doesn't really float my boat. Not really my thing. Trav is sub to the trips. Nice, amazing content. Yes, you're gonna love them. They're definitely great personalities all across the board, for sure. Let's see, time flies when you're having fun. Absolutely, especially when you're trying not to eat the remaining 22 s'mores Oreos for Jay Nepper right over here. This one, of course, dedicated to Trav Tries tonight, for sure. Which, again, banging thumbnails over for Trav. I'm really digging those. Very cool. Bacchanal Buffet is now open from Larry of New. Nice. I haven't been to anything, even though I'm fully vaccinated right now. I haven't been to any kind of like buffet things just yet where they have to actually kind of serve you. We'll have to see. You know, we'll have to see there. Jackie, please check out Trav Tries, The Trips, Drew's Food Reviews, cool channels. Yes. All amazing content creators doing it on the daily and keeping the category moving forward. For those of you guys who think food reviews are just not the thing on YouTube anymore, you guys are completely mistaken. Completely. There's always something to check out. There's always some new angle to look at. There's always some new way to present it, no matter if it's the marketing or just whatever it is. There's nothing like watching something up close in HD in your face in 4K, if you even watch it like that. Really just up on there, dude. I just love experiencing a lot of that stuff there. Even if it's some of the similar types of things, the content doesn't get old that way. It's always a blast. It's how you evolve it and grow it. And everyone here has a particular style and a mechanic that works for them. And that's the important thing, because the old adage back in the YouTube days was broadcast yourself. You express yourself. Everyone's got a voice. Everyone's got a way to do it there. And there's not one better than the other. It's just everyone doing it the way that they do it. And it's a blast of a way to do it here on the channel. So enough of the soapbox with that. Last few things here in the chat before we close this one out. Let's see here. Trav Tries. Thank you to Lord Darkseid. Love the name, absolutely. I really wish they continue the Snyderverse so we can see more of Darkseid, but it's probably not going to happen from the Snyder cut of Justice League. Let's see here. You guys going down the line. I would be stealing some of those s'mores Oreos you got there, Poppy, from Freddy. Yeah, but you know what? I think it's Ben Nguyen. I think he's trying to come on over and grab these as well here. But let me just say, good stuff over here. Good stuff over here. I appreciate that, Jay Nepper. Well said, he says, after that little last bit there. Ed Keaton, have a great weekend. Great stream as always. Stay frosty out there to everybody. God bless to each and every one of you guys as well. We are so close to getting back to somewhat normalcy, guys. It's an amazing feeling to really kind of be getting back to normal there. Just do what you keep doing there. Listen to your local, your governments and whatever you need to do there. And naturally, as the summer rolls on and the year rolls on, it's going to get better and better and better. And you have a lot of great stuff to look forward to content-wise from all the amazing creators here in the community. Johnny, how do you stay in shape while eating all that fast food? I don't eat all of it, and I watch it. Trust me. You got to mix it up with other things as well, too. But it's all a matter of balance and knowing your macros and your body type and things like that. Larry Nguyen, is there any good sushi place in Pasadena? Yes, the one that I went to yesterday, and it's called, I think it's Aiken Ramen and Sushi. I took a picture of our receipt because it was ridiculous. Akon Sushi and Ramen, 735 East Green Street in Pasadena, 91101. They have an all-you-can-eat. It's like $30 a person, and it is ridiculous. It is so good, so good. Hashtag unsponsored, just so you guys know. But that is definitely an awesome spot for sushi. I'd highly recommend it to you there, Johnny. Really good stuff as well. Actually, to Larry, man, that's the second time I've done that tonight. To Larry Nguyen, that spot there. But for Johnny, yes, it's all about, like I said, balance. Drink a lot of water and get plenty of rest as much as you can, but really balance and watch your macros, the carbs, lay off the fries, the sugary drinks. You don't need to do those things. If for all of you aspiring food reviewers, really focus on the product, you know, that type of thing, you know, the main thing. But naturally, I think, you know, if you're eating late night and that stuff would have to, you know, it's not good for you if you do that often. You can have a little fun once in a while, naturally. Like for me, Friday nights In-N-Out is definitely the bomb. But it's a matter of watching your macros and try and get some exercise in, some strength training, and, you know, just kind of balance it. It's all about the balance. Let's see. Worst thing I've ever eaten. Johnny is saying, well, review-wise, I always come back to that Boo Boo chicken sandwich from Jack in the Box from way back in the day that looked like somebody stepped on it. So take a look at the playlist for Jack in the Box and you'll see that review. And maybe we'll talk more about that stuff in the near future here as well, too. But guys, with that, let me jump on over and say one last thing to you guys. I appreciate you being on here right now. See, as we close this one out, there we go. I'm back on over in here. Here we go. There we go. I'm back. All right. So guys, a quickie review coming for you tomorrow as well. Yes, Trav, you already know. Stay healthy. We all want to be we all want to be able to live longer. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Erner, do you ever get angry? You know, I do get angry once in a while, but you know what? It's usually, you know, you think about it and it's like it's not that serious. You know, things are just not that serious. You have a choice to either err on the side of being as positive as you can or being as angry as you can, I guess, if you wake up. But for me personally, no. Not too often, but naturally I'm human like all of you guys. Things happen. What can you do? It is what it is. All right, so I appreciate you guys jumping on here right now. Ben Nguyen, can you read my top message? One last one here. Let me see if I can try and find Ben. There's a lot on here. Can you read my top message? Going back one more time. One more time for Ben here if I can. Have you ever tried 1x5 from In-N-Out? It's like a one burger with 5 slices of cheese. I think it was the 5x5 or the 4x4 when I collab with Joey's World Tour a couple of years back. I think it was about 3 years back at this point now. But yes, I have actually tried. That was my one and only time trying that in there. So yes, I have actually tried that for sure. Mr. Jimmy, Ian, last chance for Donut Man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. We'll talk definitely offline for sure. We'll have to see. Johnny, do you have a YouTube enemy? No, not at all. Oh, great times, great times. You stay frosty as well, Drew. I appreciate you. Let's see, I have to go now. Sorry to say, Ian. See you next week, Larry Nguyen. I appreciate that. You already know what it is. Guys, again, I appreciate you all being here right now. It is amazing. We are at the end of May next week, guys. It's unbelievable already here. We're getting into June. So good times, definitely good times here. All right, hang on one second here. There we go. Very cool. Johnny, I appreciate you answering my questions. I will subscribe. I appreciate that, but definitely take a look at the content. If you're a fan of the content, that is the main reason you want to definitely be on the channel for sure there. Hopefully you're going to get something from what I'm putting out there. But again, we've got close to 34,000 peeps in the house here right now, on the channel, I should say. That'd be amazing if we had a stream with that amount of people. But again, guys, it's all about the content. It's all about making sure you guys have what you need from my channel, and I definitely love delivering it to you. You stay frosty as well, Trav. You already know what it is. To all the amazing peeps here in the house, thank you so much for jumping on. You guys always make the world go round. To me, to all my super chatters, PayPalers, which I won't know till after the fact, you guys will find your names down below in the description box as official sponsors of the channel for the stream tonight. And I can't thank you guys enough for that there. Thank you so much. I'm very humbled and grateful to be able to do what I do here on the channel. And I'm glad you guys dig it, because it's so much fun to put together for you guys. So with that, Shawnee Mac, why didn't you respond to my 1-year anniversary comment? Which one was it? Shauna, I'm going to try and hang here for just another couple of seconds. I know you saw it. What is it? What did I miss from Shawnee Mac? Shawnee, it's my first time I'm seeing you jumping up in the chat here tonight right now. Cut and paste it if you can real quick here, and we'll take a look at it in just a second. I'll give you 30 seconds. To all the amazing mods in the house here as well, I appreciate you doing the do. No pressure for Shawnee Mac, of course, but shout outs to you, brother. You don't know how it is. I'm a one-man show trying to put this together, but I appreciate my mods doing the do here on the channel, because you guys definitely make the world go around here. So of course, so, you know, I appreciate that. But let me know. My name is on the sub list. There it is, Johnny. I appreciate that. Yes, you are officially immortalized on the channel. All of you guys in there now. It's always awesome when you guys do that stuff there. Okay, you may have missed it. I commented on a very old video. All right, I'm gonna have to take a look at the chat when I watch this back. I commented on a very old video. All right, cool, cool. I'll take a look. I'll take a look. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to close it out. I'll try and stay into the chat here as much as I can until it times out naturally. But it is what it is. But yes, Tony, I appreciate that very much. You guys are all amazing here in the chat here right now. I'm telling you, this chat literally, like Jackie Hero is saying, is on fire right now. So thank you to all the amazing peeps. And also, of course, Jackie Hero Food Reviews. Last but definitely not least, you need to be jumping on over some amazing stuff over there. My Canadian peeps up in the house also from the trips. You guys, the both of you guys, putting it down. And I'm telling you, it makes the world go round because our community is continuing to explode. It's continuing to inspire a lot of people to do the food review game here on the channel. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you're seeing here on YouTube for a lot of new people that are coming in, having fun, doing the do, and running out there and reviewing it and putting it out. It's just it's fun. That's the main thing, is it's fun. So you already know what it is. So with that, I know what it is right now. It's about 9:15 and In-N-Out is definitely calling my name before I get back to what I have to do here tonight for sure. So with that being said, this is Ian K officially closing out the live stream. Guys, unbelievably, for May 21st, 2021. Wow, it's 5/21/21 right now. This is crazy. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. You already know what it is, guys. I appreciate you being on here right now. Thanks so much. Cheers to you as well, to the trips, to Freddy Foodie King. Exactly. Yes, you already know. Shout outs to all of you guys here. And I'll catch you on the next stream next Friday. That is the plan, unless anything changes, which it shouldn't. But if it does, take a look at my IG social media. Usually an IG story later, earlier in the afternoon, whatever it is. If anything should change, you'll find it there. And just because I know my boy Jay Nepper's waiting for it right now, because I always come back to it. Again, I'll be here in the chat for as much as I can before the thing times out. But we are definitely heading over to In-N-Out here as I'm setting up myself over here right now. So there we go. All right, guys, with that, Annette Cervantes, again, thank you so much for doing the mod duties as well, too. So all of my amazing mods, you already know what it is. Freddy Foodie King is in the house as well, doing the do. He's hanging till the very end. Freddy is definitely on point right now. Again, the reaction videos, too, over to Freddy. You need to be jumping on over there and like, share, subscribing, and doing all that good stuff as well. I think Freddy's almost up on 35,000 subscribers now. So doing the do. For sure. So guys, with that, my voice is completely shot right now. It is time to get a little bit of food before I jump into what I got to do. But like always, like I say over here at the very end, now officially here, and I keep moving this thing here. Guys, this is live. I'm a one-man show. That's it. Okay, here we go. You take care as well, Ed Keaton, because you know what? We are out. Peace.